Yeah, so here about ayahuasca, our ceremony, and how we guide certain effects, or how ayahuasca sometimes can work with us. So always remember, if you notice you get certain expectations, let go of them. Um, so first of all, we provide space in our retreats and in ceremonies for people who drink the first time, and also some people come really regularly dieting with us. So please know, if you are very new with the medicine, we are there to support you. We are there to be with you in ceremony during the retreat, and as well, we are there with you if you have already a lot of experience and dieted many times. There are different challenges which we face, right? If I drink the first time, my challenges and my learning and my experience is usually very, very different than for people who dieted already a few times and were in Zama and already carrying also diets. And as we grow and the learning is always continuing, we face different pruebas, different tests, different challenges to break through again and again, to get pushed into the uncomfortable, to grow. Because if we always stay in the same, right, there's not much to explore and not much to grow. We need challenges again and again in different ways, with the plans guided by higher intelligences, how it shows up. So we can push through something, we can break through something, we can open more to something new, and we can level up. That's just how learning and expansion works, as far as I understand. So now we are there. So I want to share a little bit about maybe how things might show up for you, especially when you're new with the medicine here. So ayahuasca works, can show up and work very mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, on all kind of layers. And we can have an experience of nothingness, and nothing is happening, and numbness and disconnection, and wondering and facing all our resistance, and this is not working for me. I need to get out of here. Uta is not a good facilitator. These Shipibo maestros, they are all fake. I have to get out of here. This medicine is not working with me. I drink 2 cups and nothing is happening. That's possible. You experience that. And it's possible that you experience like a very, very traveling far out, not anymore knowing who you are and feeling very, very overwhelmed, and being very worried how to integrate all that in your normal life and not having any clue what happened with you. And we never know. But what I know, what I know and what I want to pass on here is trust in your process, trust that the medicine, the energies are working with you and bringing up things in your process, what you need to go through for your growing learning. Or if you go through, if you face it, if you're open, if you're curious, this will help you to learn, to heal, to move towards your intention why you came. And how the medicine shows us things, it's very different. If you notice yourself, you're comparing with others, or if you notice yourself, you compare with something you read before, or what information you got before about experience, always let go again from this comparing and come back. What do I feel? What do I think? What's happening in me? Where do I know that from? What might that maybe reflect? How often in my life do I experience numbness or disconnect? When did that start in my life? Like always being open and curious. And believe me, I have been in both sides. I have been in this, I'm really here, nothing is happening. What's wrong with me, or what's wrong with the medicine, or what's wrong with the maestro? Why am I so present here? I could even drive a car, going through all this frustration. And I have been at some point also in this experience like, whoa, that was a lot. No words breathing through, maybe even thinking, I never do that again. That was way too much. I never ever do that again. So, over the years and over many, many, many hundreds ceremonies, drinking medicine, I have been in all these different layers, and I'm there to support you wherever you are and find yourself. And the facilitators who assist me and help me, they are also there for you wherever you went through, because they know these places. Also, I want to mention that, for everyone this is as well different. But very often it is when we start with the medicine, the quality, how things get reflected. Maybe if we have visions or visuals, what we see or what we experience, it's very often in the beginning a cleaning process where a lot is just our own stuff, what we see. And that's a very metaphoric, reflective method, language, how the medicine talks with us. And it's very often parts of ourself which we see and which we meet. So if there is an experience which is very dark, monster, demon, da, always look, how do I feel? What is this awakening, evoking in me? How is my response? How is my body, my emotional body? How am I responding to what I see in the outside? And always go back to yourself. It's often cleaning the mind. If we do this path for a long time and we're going deeper into dietas, into the zama, often if people, be many, many months in the year, over years in the jungle, sometimes at some point the raunete, like the medicine plant worlds, are opening up. But this has a very different quality than these things which are reflection from self. So this is also a huge learning for people who are dieting a longer time, to learn to distinguish. And sometimes we don't know. And sometimes we are a long time in the not knowing, to distinguish, okay, what are the things which are my own reflections and my own stuff, what I see and experience. And it's my fears where I create that. And high intelligences are showing me my own fears and limitations. And it shows up as these demons and monsters and dark stuff. And in which moments, like the other dimensions opening up to teach and show me like different entrances in different energetically worlds. What most of the time only happens if people diet for a longer time. And we need to distinguish, because the mind is tricky. And universe, the plants, sometimes they play tricks, and it's not so easy to know. And sometimes it really needs time to digest that. So, yeah, and yeah, I think that's about that.